yourself.
Hey, everybody, it's another episode of Go Flix Yourself. My name is Ben Konowitz, and with me, as always, is the Red Sonja to my Predator, Bradford Oman.
Hey, that's me.
No, you're supposed to be
Kia!
Arnold Schwarzenegger in Red Sonja. I was setting you up.
Oh, I thought you just said Red Sonja, though.
Yeah,
But
to my Predator. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I thought it was a character compared to Predator.
Listeners,
Listen to me, I'm Red Sonja.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for right there. And the true lies to my Predator, Nate Loucks.
God, I want an Arnold Schwarzenegger so bad, but I need to do it in my car by myself, like a bunch of times. Should I try it or no?
Yes, the world is requiring it.
Give me a line from True Lies.
Listen to my true lies.
Well, no. here's something you probably can't say, but give me the goddamn page.
Give me your.
You sound like you got caught up with bubble gum in your mouth.
These are the lies.
I'm gonna workshop that.
These
I'm
are
gonna
the lies
workshop
that are true. These are the lies that are false. And last but not least, we have the eraser to my Predator, Alex Pappas, special guest.
Consider yourself erased.
Nice. That's McBain. That's a great.
That was very
good,
yeah,
McBain.
That was very good.
You want to try one more time, Nate? Or are we good?
Let's see.
Can you?
I can do like a. Let's try like
the noise he makes. Like, that's good.
It's not a Duma.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I've got something there.
If Schwarzenegger was trying to practice his diction,
It's not a Duma.
It is not a Duma. I was very clear with the medical professional. It was not a Duma. Anyway, let's go Flix Yourself. We're back, baby.
We're back.
We did it. And
it's
you know
been
what?
too long. You know, we know this is a problem that happens time to time. You got three very
handsome
guys, and they can't get their schedules to match up because, you know, one time we're going out on a fancy dinner date. Another time we're like closing business
Okay,
deals.
no, that's
Another
not true.
time-
don't
another time-
ever blame my dinner dates.
One time, Ben's dog bit a kid.
That was what happened one time. It was a real problem because Ben was grumpy.
I was like, I said, I don't want to record.
Stuck in my feelings right now.
I don't want to record tonight. Why? I won't be in a good mood.
Yeah, he knew. He called it. He Babe-Ruthed it. Otherwise, we would have been back last week, but we're here this week.
Yeah, and it's our 250th episode, which means absolutely nothing other than we really wanted to have one of our all-time favorite guests on the show, so that's why Alex Pappas is here. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Hey, I'm glad to be here. I'm the eraser of the podcast, which is great. Was that James Caan, right? Is he the bad guy? Who's the bad guy?
I don't remember.
In Eraser,
I know there's an alligator in it.
I think it's James Caan is like
That's
the
not a joke.
bad guy.
Oh, no, there are alligators in Eraser. Oh, yeah, no, of course. Because he literally goes, your luggage. Like, that's one of his lines.
Yeah, because like he
See you
shoots.
later, alligator.
He never says that, which you would think in all of the shtick that he's done. Missed opportunity right there.
That's what I'm saying.
Who's not dead yet? We could do Eraser too.
Yeah, Electric Boogaloo.
Don't do that.
Why?
Just it's bad.
Wow.
It's not a good joke anymore.
Yeah,
I like these jokes.
there's a long history of Electric Boogaloo on this podcast.
Yeah, but it's not. No, it wasn't good then though.
Trust me, I know. I'm the one who's against it. I've always been against it.
Listen, it'll always be a solid joke. You can't convince me otherwise. But we're here to talk about the latest movies that we've seen. We're here to talk about some trailers.
Yeah.
Nate, did you bring a game?
No.
Neither did I. So
You specifically delayed before the other delay because you wanted to write games
That's
for
what
this
he
episode.
told us. He told us he was
you
bringing games.
Stupid cock.
You became the game guy. You became the game guy with your chat.
Yeah, you're like
GPT.
I really want to have a couple good games for the
I'm the
250th
game
episode.
guy.
I
like
want to do it
doing
right.
games.
I
So I said, you take this.
I'll be very clear here. I said I wanted to write some games,
Oh.
not that I was going to.
Yeah,
but my best
interesting.
intention was to do so.
Yeah, like when President was kind of said, like, look, I want to do these things for you, but now, sorry.
Yeah, and then that's how they win. So that's how
my
I
God.
win.
Alex, did you bring a game?
Not
I
this
was
time.
just checking.
I
Just
thought about
checking.
it. Sometimes I do.
Yeah, sometimes you bring your fun anime porn game. Or
Sometimes
I've
I
got
do
a-
bring the fun anime porn game, but
Hey, I got ChatGPT.
What is that? What-
I can
what-
come up with one real quick.
Oh, stop.
also good for
Oh,
anime
stop.
porn.
Stop.
ChatGPT, good for anime porn.
I'll bet you there's other better apps.
Whoa.
I don't
what
want
do
to
you know
explore
that I
that
don't?
anymore, but
Yeah, let's just put a pin in that, Brad.
You say that now, but pretty soon you'll be addicted like me.
Hey, Alex, what's the last movie?
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
Alex.
you know what? We do have, I guess we can do the thing that we've done
The big-
250 times in a row. Sponsor. Brad, take it
Oh,
away.
you guess you want to do that? You guess you want to do the integral part of the show?
Here's the crazy part. I was going to tell Alex, like, what's the last movie, or ask him that question, and you didn't even blink. You weren't even going to interrupt me.
No, I was.
Nate, it really...
I had other gripes first. Ben, let me ask you something.
Oh, boy.
What's your favorite kind of...
Do you know why I made a Predator thing today? Because Pinball Brothers is a Swedish firm that produces pinball machines.
Pinball's not a Swedish name.
And they released the trailer, and you could pre-order it today.
We are the Pinball Brothers. We go flip, and multi-ball, yeah.
How dare the both of you?
That's the town they're
Pinball
from.
Brothers.
It's multi-ballin'.
We are here. We're not going to be tilting the machines today. We're the Pinball Brothers.
Okay. I'm not going to do the accent because I respect the company.
I am
The
Liesel,
company.
and this is Hiesel. Hiesel, tell him what you like.
I like the pinball. Oh, fuck. It's too easy. You baited me. It's too much bait. No, but they released today. You could pre-order the Predator pinball machine. They're making one, so I'm very happy. Today's a good day.
Did you pre-order it?
I did. I pre-ordered it already.
Finally, the Swiss justified themselves. Did you say it's a Swiss company?
Yeah, so they're Swedish,
Oh,
Swedish.
So they didn't matter
Okay,
before
well, then
this?
Sure.
and they released the Alien pinball machine,
Right.
And they got the rights to the Predator, so we're gonna have an Alien and a Predator machine.
How long before there's an Alien versus Predator machine?
I mean, we're gonna put them side by side,
Okay.
and then that'll be it. Moving on. What's the snack today?
Is there a To Catch a Predator pinball machine?
Yeah, Chris Hansen. Sit
Oh
down.
boy.
There's actually a stool that comes with it. Hey, have a seat.
What are you doing here?
It's a holster for Mike's Hard Lemonade. Like you just said
It's
it.
a 6-ball multi-ball for Mike's Hard Lemonade 6-pack.
It's a really upsetting
But
game.
and honestly, you are the Predator trying to escape. So the whole time, it's from the
Oh,
from the view of like you.
So you don't want to do well. You're like, no, I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to get that multi-ball. That means that no, that kid shouldn't come downstairs.
Everybody forgets how extreme the early 2000s were.
Yeah, that was crazy, man.
Yeah, they were catching predators.
Were they?
Yeah.
I mean, you saw the documentary.
I did. Oh, we talked about it.
You said that
Yeah,
they
it's
don't catch the predators.
No bueno.
Yeah, go ahead and ask your question.
What's your favorite kind of chicken?
The one that crosses the road.
Why?
What are you doing at Bit?
That's fun.
Is that a bit?
This is about- it's about-
Oh my god, I can't have fun on my own podcast.
I said why for the bit.
I know, but like, there's no why. That was the joke.
Yeah, I want to know about what your favorite chicken is. Jesus.
Foghorn Leghorn.
That's
mean,
the better
it's a
joke.
good answer.
That's a better joke. Yeah. If we're talking about food,
Yeah.
I really do enjoy a good rotisserie chicken.
Over fried chicken?
No, but I enjoy a rotisserie chicken.
I love a good rotisserie.
But you guys agree
I want
that
to be
fried
different.
is
I want to be
superior.
different.
Do you like Nelson's?
Porter Pit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
porter pit. Give me some porter pit
I like
any
porter
friggin'
pit.
day of the
It's
week.
all right.
I think
It's
I
all
wish-
right.
It's all right.
I think it's good on the outside. The inside could use some work.
Nope.
I like buffalo chicken dip.
Okay.
Does that qualify
Just
as a chicken?
Kind of, I
I
guess.
don't think so.
Why
Yeah.
not?
It's like, why do you choose
Where do you
to be how you are right now?
I mean, you say, okay, I like
What's your
chicken,
favorite kind of chicken? Chicken dip?
but like that's the thing. Like, so you have to just say cooked chicken then. Like, what's
No,
the
but
difference?
there's kinds
I
of
like
different
I
ways
like
of cooking it.
boiled chicken.
Jerky.
It's just like, so I like the chicken in a dip.
Chicken and a biscuit. Now, see, that's an interesting way to have a chicken.
Like with
So-
the crackers.
so what is-
I like,
Yeah.
Do you like chicken and waffles?
I do.
Yeah, me
I hate
too.
this so much. I hate this bit.
Ooh, did
I
you
don't
bring
like-
chicken and waffles?
I like
Oh, with some syrup.
I wish I had chicken and waffles right now. Holy shit. I
Okay,
would be
get-
set
Do
up.
you like maple syrup or regular
Oh, my
syrup?
God.
Or scissor, if you brought
Hey,
scissor.
here's fun fact.
Yeah.
I don't know the difference.
You don't know the difference between maple syrup and like regular syrup when you try it?
Nope.
Caro syrup?
Nope.
Wow.
Oh, I can tell the
Caramel syrup?
difference.
No, Caro.
Oh, no, I know Caro syrup. What are you talking about? It's, fucking,
People do that.
I'm so bored.
it's corn syrup.
I'm so
Listen,
bored.
we're
I thought
in
you're-
war with
I thought you're
Canada,
off-
so we can't
So
just
bored.
eat
I
maple
thought you were
syrup
off
anymore.
corn syrup now.
All right, guys. I want you to get excited about this. Don't look at this bag. Don't look at.
I'm not.
I'm looking at you.
I mean,
You
we're
have
all
the
staring
bag.
at you.
Grab a
Get the
chip
bag
out of
in
there.
You got your bag center mass, and you're like almost at your face level. You're like, don't look at me. We're all facing each other.
Also,
Knee-bomb wasn't an accident. Look at him. He's got 3 shots. Center mass.
listeners should
holding
know
The
No,
negotiator.
Oh my god!
Listeners should know this. This is a Brad Did an Edible episode.
Don't look at that bag.
So
You looked
prepare
right at the
yourself.
front, you fucking traitor.
And we're just eating them.
Thank you.
Take a crunch. Don't look at the bag.
I didn't look at the bag. This tastes like
How do you like that crunch, boys?
It was spicy.
a little spice.
A little bit?
I don't like that
cilantro.
spice.
No? Maybe, but like it's not a primary. Okay,
Yeah,
so
what's happening over there?
It's too spicy.
hold on.
I don't like
hold
the-
on. Don't
Do
take
you like the spices?
No. So
So why would you give this to me? You know I
didn't-
don't like spices.
So I didn't. First of all, you grabbed 3 chips. That's your fault.
Well,
You
'cause-
grab one, you try it.
Now I gotta eat them.
Well, here I'm gonna.
It's Korean. It's Korean chicken. Let's move the fuck on.
It's Korean.
Good God.
It's Korean style fried chicken, and
I
just
don't know what that means. What does that mean?
they have a special like seasoning and stuff like that. Like,
It's spicy?
yeah, it's a little bit spicy.
Spicy chicken?
Although the chips, to remind myself,
Oh my God. What an excuse.
Amuse the palate.
I was going to remind myself what these
these chips are spicier than the Korean fried chicken that I had recently from a place called Crisp in Chicago. That was fucking delicious. But it was not this spicy. So I got these chips. I was like, oh, cool. This should be pretty good. I didn't realize it was going to have that much of a kick to it. But unfortunately, it's just enough spice where I'm like, I don't need a bunch of those chips.
Yeah, I don't know. That wasn't much.
It wasn't a lot
Yeah.
of spice, actually.
It
at
wasn't
all.
very good.
I think maybe because I don't have like a
Oh, my mouth's
like
on fire.
like a good background for Korean
My
fried
mouth's not
chicken.
on fire, but I just it's just too much spice for like the kind of for chips. Like I just don't like.
No.
I don't like that.
So it's low level.
Do you remember those
Yeah,
those ketchup Pringles?
Not that spicy.
Yeah,
Nate brings that
That's-
up a lot.
He loved
those are
loved
really
the
good.
ketchup Pringles.
Yeah,
You
he-
are an adult. You can just get.
I know. I
them.
went to look for them.
Oh, they just- they're not out there?
They didn't have
Mm.
them.
Anymore. Go on Amazon. They're a little more expensive because
No.
They're a little more.
I feel
Yeah,
like
you're
Nate-
like an actual adult though. You
Yeah.
can't buy your snacks.
I can't
off
buy my
Amazon.
snacks.
No, that's
It's a little
not.
too
Yeah,
much.
you
It's a
got
little
to.
too
Yeah,
much.
you
I
grown
go
up.
to the Walmart aisle
Yeah.
and I see what they have, and then I say,
if
okay.
you go up near the border of Canada, you'd probably be able to find them.
I literally thought that, though, when he's you just get him on Amazon. I go, Nate's not going to do that.
No, I'll look at the 2 places I shop, and if they don't have them there, then I'm not gonna.
Alex, what's the last movie you saw, buddy?
The last movie I saw was The Accountant 2, with Ben Affleck and John Barenthal.
Yeah, he was in it as well.
Yeah, what did you think?
Well, I watched it because Joe Mazer watched it. He was the last guest. He's a
Did
super
I tell
close
you
friend
that I
of mine.
met Joe Mazer?
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, I like him.
A lot of fun. And he
Sounded
liked it.
disingenuous.
He's fine.
Why'd your voice go up so high?
He's really good. Hey, have fun.
Hey, Alex, what do you really think of Joe Mazer?
What do you know about Joe Mazer? No, fantastic fellow. Movie
so,
tastes. He has them.
Like, every friend that Brad has introduced me to, including you, has been better than Brad.
Yeah, now that I can't argue with at all.
Quit picking your fucking mouth into the mic.
That wasn't.
Was that me? No, it's not. I'm talking.
No, it really wasn't.
I
Me.
didn't think it was you.
I'm telling you, right before he started talking, you went like
You're like going in deep.
You're
to-
gold. You're digging for gold over there, and I hear a. And I'm like, I don't think he realizes how high he is right now because he's just.
No, I am. But that wasn't me entirely.
Yeah, it
I
was.
love how annoyed you get by it, too.
Well, he's got some spicy chip lodged in there, and it's.
Yeah, do you want, I'm sorry. Do you want me to keep spicy chips in my teeth cracks?
I don't care.
Do what the rest of us do.
Of
Just
all
use your
the
tongue,
things
dude.
that massage it with your tongue over time.
I was trying. It got stuck in a groove. Not unlike Stella.
After she got it back.
I hate you so much. I hate you so much.
You're just mad because there's a treasure here that you can't get because you don't have the map.
There's a treasure here that I can't get because I'm not using my fingers to pick my teeth to find it.
Who was that?
Me talking to you about picking your fucking teeth.
So you can't find it?
Stop. Okay, stop.
Got him. Alex, what did you like about
What
The
did you like
Accountant
about
2?
The
What
Accountant
did you
2?
like about The Accountant 2? Tell us your feelings.
I
like Ben Affleck.
I like Ben Affleck. It was fun. It's always fun to watch, any kind of just kind of like guy on a rampage movie. I think I probably should have watched The Accountant because I remember that John Barenthal was like a part of The Accountant, but I guess I didn't really remember
Yeah, they
all that
definitely
much.
changed.
And then it's like, okay, and then also
Wait, so you didn't remember they were brothers?
no, I guess it had been like 8 years. Since the
this
movie.
is kind of surprising
It's
that
been
they
almost 10 years.
that
actually.
they
Right.
they greenlit this so late because a lot of people that would have been a fan of that would have had a sequel come out next couple of years.
Right.
But I was surprised they're not unhappy though because John Barenthal has grown as an actor and he's he can hold his own and he could back then as well. But you've got 2 decently alias guys now. Like Barenthal's awesome.
Yeah.
No, they had fun. It was way more autism as a superpower-y than
Sure.
the first one, especially with the whole Institute of Autistic Wunderkind stuff going on. But it was fun. Like, who doesn't have fun watching The Accountant too? Like
I enjoyed it.
He and
That's
his
good.
brother
I've
are
yet to
having a
see
good
it. I
time.
need to see it. It's
You
on my
haven't
list.
watched it yet?
Buddy,
It's
But
free
you don't
on
like.
Prime
But
now.
no, he doesn't
want
like Ben
to.
Affleck.
You don't
though.
even have to pay $20 to rent it like you always do.
I don't always do that. I do that when it's something I really want to see.
So you didn't want to really see The Accountant too?
It was free. I didn't have to.
Now it's free.
It was free the day that it came out on Amazon Prime.
No, it didn't come out on Amazon Prime the same day it came out in theaters.
Not in theaters. For rental, though. When it came out on whatever, on demand, it
I
was
know.
free immediately.
That was only just recently.
I know. I haven't seen it. Thank you for proving my point. I
No.
haven't seen it because it just came out recently.
No, but you didn't go see it in theaters. You
I
didn't
know.
care. Nate saw it in theaters.
I will say that I wish that there had been a little bit more like accounting.
TNA.
They're a little bit more accounting.
Yeah.
I would have really appreciated if you would
No.
have a ledger.
I do agree. It didn't feel like they really tapped into like.
He was just John Wick. Now it's
Yeah.
just Ben Affleck as John
They
Wick.
did have the one scene where like it. The,
yeah,
the
he
math-
crunches the
accounting
numbers
thing does
and
turn
does
into,
the thing.
Yeah.
But like outside of that, like he was like, he could just be a hitman, or he could just be any number of other guys who do this in movies now. Like the first one was interesting in this aspect of like he's got like this weird forensic accounting bent going on. Like, yeah, he does bad guy accounting, but he also like
Stick with me.
gets farmed out, which I thought was cool. And this was just kind of like the beekeeper.
The beekeeper meets the accountant.
Yeah. They need to they need to be in the same universe. Like the occupations, the labor movement.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's what they could call
And
it.
Don't call it the beekeeper versus the accountant.
The accountant.
No, it's got to be the beekeeper meets the accountant, like an old school sequel, like when they used to do like Flintstones meet the Jetsons kind
Yeah.
of shit.
I love those. Didn't you love crossovers?
Accountability.
What are you doing?
That's like the sequel, probably.
Yeah,
I
When is
think
it-
you got to build to that.
When has there ever been a movie title that has any similarity to anything that you just did?
That's what I'm original.
Who said you could name it?
I did.
But you're not making it.
You don't know anything about me.
You don't know how to market movies.
That's why he's got all these 3D printers. It's gonna be
3D.
stop motion.
Yep.
Hey, what do you guys think?
If anything, it's going to be called The Bookkeeper.
What do you guys think was
That
the
is good.
best
That's actually
Yeah,
pretty
that's good.
I was-
cartoon
Tight.
crossover?
Take a pause there. That was not bad.
The
What'd you say? Sorry, I was actually impressed by a joke that Brad made.
the best cartoon crossover?
Yeah, what do you think it was?
It's Flintstones meet the Jetsons all day, baby.
Really?
Yeah.
No, it's
not.
not.
No, I'm not. Oh, name a better one.
Probably Family Guy and The Simpsons.
No, not better.
What about Johnny Bravo and Scooby Doo?
Did they cross over?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta find that episode.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Everyone, do your best, Johnny Bravo.
This is Elvis. We're
So
going to win this race.
He never sang.
I love you're like, hey, do an impression. Nah, he never sang. What the fuck is wrong with you? You judgmental prick. But
Johnny Bravo's not a singer.
it doesn't matter at all.
Hey, baby, it's me, Johnny Bravo. And that's how he sounds, ladies and gentlemen.
Sounds like a
That was not Brad doing Johnny Bravo. That was an audio clip that we downloaded from Cartoon Network.
that was a sexual predator.
Johnny Bravo is a real weird cartoon character that has a he's totally great, but like it's also like a really like it's like Pepe Le Pew as a human being,
He's creepy,
but he's wholesome.
but
Yeah.
he's not though. To me, there's something going on there.
There-
Johnny
there-
Bravo,
no,
yeah,
he's got a
getting
pass.
You're
trimmed.
reading between
Johnny Bravo
Yeah.
has touched.
He
people
will be
in a-
canceled.
yeah,
He
in
will
a
be
bad
canceled
way.
at some point.
It's only
and
inappropriate if they're not attracted to Johnny Bravo.
And there
And
lies
who
the problem.
isn't?
Why'd you take the job?
What is going on?
I know we've lost any semblance
He
of what
asked
this show
about cartoon crossovers.
and I don't know why.
And now we're on the Johnny Bravo Ghosting couch.
if I'm being honest, I don't know why Nate brought
I
that
just
up.
kind of go with my own thing
Because-
over here.
Because I talked about the beekeeper meeting the accountant.
Yeah, the bookkeeper.
Got
We get it.
crossover on the brain.
Yeah, okay, kind.
You
and
ask how we get. Don't ask a question if you don't
you-
want the fucking answer.
did you
I'm
watch
sorry,
the-
sorry, I'm not Chat GPT for you.
was that Scottish drunk
Yeah.
uncle?
Irish.
Sorry, that's Scottish. Sorry, ChatGPT for ya. Fucking Scottish drunk uncle over here, everybody.
Go ahead and give me a prompt.
Sorry, I'm not Chat GPT for you. Why?
I would use it more if it was Scottish.
Would you like me to try to make a reservation at that restaurant for you? Anyway, any more movies? Did you watch anything else?
I saw Sinners a couple weeks ago. It was like a solid B.
Okay.
A solid B.
Everybody else
I think
thinks
so.
this is a solid A+.
Yeah, he went off the podcast when we were hanging out with Joe Mazer while he was here.
I like that.
We had a whole arcade parking lot conversation about this, and it was
I
somewhat
think Joe
frustrating.
likes. I think Joe likes.
I can't
Sinners,
tell
right?
which part of that is the dismissive part. It felt like maybe the whole thing.
I know,
Like,
I think there's a
it
lot of
wasn't
that.
on the podcast, so it doesn't count as a conversation. Joe Mazer was there, so it doesn't count as a conversation.
It took place in an arcade parking lot. Doesn't count as a conversation.
The least credible of all possible places to have a talk.
But yeah, he wasn't as impressed as we were.
It was good. It was good.
I haven't seen it yet. Again,
I
What are you
things-
doing?
I'm sorry.
That's been available on VOD for like
I own
3
it.
weeks
I
now.
saw it in
I own
theaters.
it.
I will say it was the first time I've ever been to the Portage Theater, and that was pretty nice. I had
good theater.
never done that. It's a great theater. Never done that before.
It's a solid one.
So
All right. What was the last movie you saw, Brad?
The last movie I saw was 28 Years Later, the sequel to 28 Weeks Later, which itself was a sequel to 28 Days Later.
Nate, what's the last movie you saw?
Why are you doing this?
What's
Who do you-
going on?
who do you think you
What's
are?
going
I think
on?
you've been talking a lot
Oh,
this episode. I'm just trying
to
to pare it down a bit.
Oh. Have you guys seen 28 Days Later?
I haven't seen really much.
Wait, were you answering my question? Nate was just
Yeah.
continuing. He's like, "Yeah, I haven't
Hey,
seen that."
I'll answer both of your
I'm-
questions right now.
Brilliant.
2 for 1.
That's good. It's a 2 for.
All right, my segment's over.
Have you guys seen 28 Days Later?
yeah, I saw 28 Days Later. I didn't see the second one though.
I realized last week that I hadn't seen the second one, and for some reason I thought I did, but then I looked up like who was in and stuff, and I was like, nope, I definitely didn't see that movie. So,
So what did you think?
I watched that recently, which was great. It's a solid sequel. You know, it takes it in a much different direction. But
You're talking about the latest one.
no, the second one.
Okay.
And then I'll get to that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I dug the second one right before I saw this, and this one, Danny Boyle is back for this one because Juan Carlos Fresnadillo directed the sequel, but Danny Boyle's back for this one.
Who's that? One who?
Juan Carlos Fresnadillo. Thank you.
What else has he done?
I like that you tried. Nate.
I
Tried
forget
to
what
trip
the
him
other.
over
There was
there.
one other big movie that he did, but I don't remember what it is.
All right.
I'll look it up.
But so Danny Boyle came back for this one, and it's the first in a trilogy, which is really interesting, especially with the way this one really it does feel like it sets up something different, but like the way it evolves what happened in those first two movies. It has a great cast. Aaron Taylor Johnson is in it. Ray Fiennes is in it. Jodie Comer is in it, and it's just for anyone like who was concerned that like how does a sequel like this work in a world where we've already had The Walking Dead and Zombieland and so many other new zombie things come out since 28 Days Later. You know, what are they going to do with it? And the answer is something pretty cool. You know, they do some interesting things with the infected. The story is really good. It sets up just like really the best part of it is just the characters themselves that make being in a familiar scenario and world, you know, still feel refreshing.
Let me just say one word: bikinis. They're everywhere
In where?
in the movie.
Oh, actually, no. Funnily enough, there's like less clothing than you'd expect. There's like dirty, naked, infected people running around. And when
Now you're speaking my language.
And when I tell you, there is a man in this that they refer to as the Alpha, like he's like a real big infected guy. He has a fucking python of a dick that is just flopping around when he's running and chasing after people. It is distracting and terrifying how big this man's dick was.
When you say, how do you do a standout movie now that there's been things like The Walking Dead?
Right.
You know, what does Danny Boyle bring to the table?
big
to separate
floppy dirty dicks.
big floppy, dirty zombie dick.
Yeah, lots
Hanging
of flapping
hot.
wieners in this one. But no, it was really good. I
But
really,
you were very distracted by them.
the one was incredibly distracting. We're
Did
just
it
like,
make you feel less than?
no, because like I mean I know that there's plenty of people out there that you know got plenty of size on me. So Not
I mean,
worried about it.
he probably got the job because of the hog. So, like, really, like, good for you, man. You
Do you think it was
maximize.
Do you
CGI?
think that was
though?
au natural?
Just
Yeah, do
call
you
it-
think it was CGI?
So
Or was it a sheath?
part of me does wonder if there was a prosthetic involved, but because I mean, if there's not, good for him. Sorry
it that-
sorry to his wife.
Was it that obnoxious?
Well, it wasn't called the beta.
Yeah, I mean it's not obnoxious necessarily. Like it's not like they're like look how big this guy's fucking dick is.
I mean, you're making it sound like they do.
No, but that's how big it is though. Is it's just like you can't help but be like, well, Jesus Christ.
Everybody else is watching this movie, and this zombie has like a slightly above average penis.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if you saw it?
We all watch it. We're like, what the fuck is Brad?
I mean, I guess.
Does he think-
I guess it's a
Does he
little
think
bit
that that's
like.
a fucking monster?
I guess.
I just gave the game away. There's one bro out there who still listens to this podcast. He's like, that ain't that big. I'll show you the alpha. Oh!
Andrew Clay.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
I didn't-
Come on. You
Is
gotta
it a
be
zombie?
something there. It's a zombie.
Okay. So he doesn't care.
Man, fuck all you guys.
By the way, I did look up Juan Carlos,
Fresnadillo.
and he has done a couple things since then. He did a movie in 2011 called Intruders. Did you see that one?
No.
It's with Clive Owen, Carice Van Houten, Daniel Bruhl. And then he did one in 2024 called Damsel.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that's right. That was the other one I knew.
Oh, with Millie Bobby Brown.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
That was all right.
I'll mention one other thing that I saw. I saw F1 with Brad Pitt.
What'd you think of that?
This movie is gonna rock your fucking socks off.
Is it though?
It really is.
Is it though?
I don't give.
Is it?
Is it though?
I
'Cause
don't.
race car movies don't usually.
They've never been this good.
Oh, jeez.
Have
I'm
you
dead
seen-
serious.
I'm
You're
sorry.
so dramatic sometimes.
You know what? You can't tell me it's gonna top Sylvester Stallone's Driven.
Yeah, seriously.
So this does for like race car driving
what Driven did for race car driving.
what Top Gun Maverick did for flying. It
Gave me a boner.
it so perfectly puts you in the intensity and the speed and just the like the claustrophobia of what it's like to be in those race cars.
All right. I'm gonna. All right. So Maverick, though, Maverick has a story for it.
Yes,
Right.
and so does this.
Does this have a story behind it
does.
that I care about? Right. Because obviously there's some fun fighting scenes, or like kind of.
No,
There's a couple good action scenes in the jets in
They give
Maverick, but it is a plot, right?
Yeah, they give you plenty to care about. Brad Pitt is great. The story of his character is really cool. It's Rocky-esque in a way. It's the racing sequences are genuinely exhilarating. The sound like will shake your seats.
But the problem is, it's 156 minutes.
But
I will.
a movie like that, though, I don't feel like it would feel that long because
It's-
it's so.
It's paced very well. I will say that you do feel the length a little bit towards the end.
Sure.
But it's paced very well, and the racing sequences are fantastic. And there was like you try and think like how exciting can it really be? It's just constantly driving and racing, and like sure it's intense and it's fast paced because it's such a high speed sport. But they do throw in some interesting things into it because of Brad Pitt's character being who he is and how like kind of shaking up like F1 as far as like rules and things like that. So like it was really interesting.
I was worried that they would, and this is not a bit. I was worried truly that they were going to take the angle of he's the old man and there's a young buck, and they hate each other at first, and then they camaraderie, and then the song plays, and everybody's on Team USA.
The old Lightning McQueen story?
Is that's
the story?
But is it done well?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like
So how is this better than Cars then?
Relevant to this podcast, Brad. You
Right?
fucking know
I
that.
mean,
if I wasn't so lazy, I would get up and kick in the nuts.
but that isn't the story of Cars. An
No,
old guy that
That's the story
mentors-
of Cars 3.
No, I mean the Cars, right?
And the first one,
Burt Reynolds teaches
Burt
Owen Wilson.
Reynolds.
Okay, Nate. Listen, there are a few, and I'm serious. There are a few OG listeners right now that are fucking turning this off. They're like,
Yeah.
"What has happened to Go Flix Yourself?"
Yeah, I'm sorry. First of all, you don't disrespect Cars.
You don't not this. Well, what's on the wall over there,
Yeah.
motherfucker?
And
okay?
second of all, of all. They didn't put no fucking Burt Reynolds in Cars, okay?
Who was
His
that?
name's Paul Newman,
Oh,
and you
Paul
put
Newman,
some
sorry.
respect on his name.
And he was in the third one, not the first one, you idiot.
No, well, that's not. So no, don't listen to that.
Brett, Ben's not really helping right now.
Good
Ben,
passion. Good
Ben,
passion.
sit this out.
Good passion.
In fact, Paul Newman actually can't really be in Cars because he was dead before that movie happened.
So we got Paul
Like
Newman.
like I said, though, he's in the first one and the second one. And you
But-
put respect on his name
But they did use previous audio they had
for the fourth one.
for like an inspiration thing that like to help lightning. In
He
his
played a
story
guy named
for
Rambo Jones.
But again, you've got old guy mentoring young guy.
No, not really mentoring because, like Ben said, they do clash, and it's not really about like.
Well, I mean, Paul Newman and Owen Wilson clash.
This is more so because like this young driver is like he is cocky.
Is he cocky?
Yeah, he's 100%
Oh, I
cocky.
wonder what Lightning McQueen was.
What I appreciate about this though is
Ka-chow!
it wasn't the typical kind of thing where like
Wow.
he's going out of his way or obviously imparting wisdom to like the younger thing, like like the character has to realize it himself without doing the harder setup.
Was
and, like
and I don't want to get too into the plot, but is this kid foisted upon him like you in order to do this you must
the opposite.
Okay. All right, let's leave it there because
Yeah.
honestly, I want to see this. I want to see it on the biggest screen I can.
You need
You
to.
won't. You
It's-
won't.
I will.
Is there any
I
big
will.
dong?
No, unfortunately, no big dong in this one.
No, because Hamilton didn't play himself in this one. That's an F1 joke.
No.
Do you know any of
Do you know-
Hamilton
do you know-
gave his seal of approval to.
But you know he's got a huge hog, right?
Oh, does he?
Yeah. So
No.
there's photos of him in his race suit, and it's just a fucking python.
Oh my
It's
God.
hitting his knee,
Holy shit!
and I implore you, look
Wait,
it up.
Oh. So
Lewis-
if it
Lewis-
hits your knee, it's a python now?
Lewis Hamilton has a gigantic penis, and it's well known in the industry.
I had no idea.
And so that's why that's such a great whole
That's funny.
small world situation
Yeah.
for the
Yeah,
two
no,
topics we just talked
most
about.
of us don't know that.
We're just
but-
going to talk about
Very
movies that have huge swinging
A lot of
horse cocks
dong.
right
when
now.
we finally
Dong
found
time
out that
tonight.
Lewis Hamilton played the Alpha in 28 years later. No, so it's Lewis Hamilton gave his seal of approval actually to Brad Pitt and Damson Idris, who are the main as far as their driving skills are
Nice.
concerned, which is
I mean,
impressive.
I had heard that Brad Pitt knew how to race prior to this,
Yeah.
right?
He knows how to drive F1. Apparently, I think for this movie they drove what are considered called F2 cars. So I don't think they're quite as fast.
Well,
or
because
anything.
F1 is basically just you can modify an Indy car, so
Right.
230 miles an hour, right?
Yeah.
Those things are insane.
But yeah,
And-
so they did a lot of their own driving for the movie, and that's one of the ways that the movie really succeeds. Is so many racing movies you can tell when they're
Right.
like manufacturing it, and like there's
And
computer
like Maverick,
cars.
they put the camera right next
Yeah.
to their actor's face while he's really driving those real speeds,
yeah,
it
and this
makes you feel it.
and that you can't tell where and if there are like sequences where they have fully VFX cars. It's done seamlessly and incredibly well. There's no point where you're like doubting it or anything.
Nice.
It's just, it really is like just a huge big movie to see in theaters, and like it's like it's the Rocky of racing movies. Like it really is. It both in quality and in like just story, and it's just it's fantastic. So you guys should see it.
All right, Nate, what did you see lately, buddy?
Well, the last movie I saw was a movie that I've already seen. So do you want me to talk about that or not?
Have we heard about it?
Yeah.
I mean, I know Brad has.
Just say the
because-
movie.
It's a lot of fun tonight.
But I did watch it with my son.
What are you
'cause-
doing? What are you such an impatient asshole for though? Just say it. Just
Come
I'm-
on, give this movie this.
Because I'm thinking of this much like Alex is in the way of the listener being like, what the fuck are they doing? Just
what the fuck are you doing? Just let him be himself.
That's all I want.
It's okay, buddy.
Well- I wasn't talking like that. Hold on.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take a break.
What happened?
We're turning you down.
Anyway, so I went to a.
That's pretty good.
So my son Harry's like, "Hey, Dad, you want to watch a movie?" I'm like, "Yeah, what do you want to watch?" He's like, "What's a movie I know you've already seen? Do you want to see this movie again with me? Because I've heard a lot of my friends like this movie, and I don't want to watch it alone though." And I said, "All right, let's see it." He said, "But Dad, there might be some bad things in this movie." I said, "Well, we can do it." And I said, "What movie you want to watch?" He said, "It's called Y2K."
Yeah, here we go.
And here's what I love about it is, my son's 13 years old. I hope this movie is making its round amongst 13 and 14-year-old middle schoolers.
Yeah.
This is a perfect movie for 13 and 14-year-old.
100%.
Isn't it? Like that is. I bet Kyle Mooney would be so happy that was like a film making its round.
Yeah.
Right. Because it was so. It's. I love this film.
How did he hear about it?
I don't know. He's like, my friends told me about it.
Interesting.
Which I love, right?
Yeah,
like
that's great. That's exactly the kind of movie that you want, like. Kids
and I
to
never
discover,
thought about that,
and then you
Brad.
want to
But I'm
discover
like,
when you're
that is this is a perfect movie for that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Where they're starting to watch, dumb kind of films, and but yeah, I watched it with him again. I enjoyed watching it again. It is interesting watching that film with a 13-year-old, and my son is pretty sheltered. He's a pretty sheltered 13-year-old. But he laughed. He loved every bit of it.
Did he know who Fred Durst was, though? Did you have to?
No, I had to
have to
explain. And then we did listen to a little bit of Limp Bizkit.
Which song?
Boiler.
Okay.
Are you a fan of Boiler?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not surprised you didn't play him like one of the hits first, though.
Boiler's a great song.
It's fine.
What's your favorite Limp song?
My favorite.
Break Stuff.
Yeah, probably Break Stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess.
Or Rollin'.
Yeah, Roland's a good one.
Oh, so you guys are just like surface level fans.
Buddy,
I listen to the B side of the hot dog flavored water all the time.
my original Hotmail email address.
Oh boy.
Go.
Because I didn't listen to my dad as far as why you want your email address to be brief was chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water with underscores in between.
Oh my.
Imagine trying to get that out to people who want to add you to MSN Messenger.
How long before
like, you know what? Don't worry about it. You find me.
This would have been fine if your email address was shorter. You're not that interesting.
Exactly. This
Was
is like,
it really?
yeah, it was.
How long before you changed it?
I think like
It was like sophomore year of college.
no, it was like within a few months because it was like this is
No, it's-
it's not,
this-
this,
this
is untenable.
This is untenable. This is the perfect word. This is untenable.
Type it in every time you want.
Dad, you were right. You were right.
Right? Like, no,
That was
good
actually
going
your
now.
second email address.
Be
This is
terrible.
untenable.
What did it change to?
That's when it became One Bad Omen, and I've used that ever since for my emails.
What was your first?
You know the public knows they're gonna bomb you.
What was your first email address?
Mine was
Do the Humpty Hump 69 at
I'm gonna guess there was a 69 in there.
Earthlink.com.
No, mine was Ben Konowitz at hotmail.com.
Smart.
Mine was Nate Loucks at hotmail.com. Did you have a fun one, Alex?
Alex Danger Pappas at Hotmail.
Oh, you went a little bit fun.
Yeah.
Just a slightly fun.
My middle name is Daniel, so the DAN.
Okay.
So yeah.
Right. Brad's the only one that really.
I love Limp Bizkit.
Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. That was my first one.
Let me ask a very simple follow-up question. So
Yeah, it got me tons of puss.
Yeah, I bet.
these underscores, was it chocolate underscore
Correct.
starfish underscore
Yes.
and underscore
Correct.
the underscore
You got it.
hot dog underscore?
Hot underscore
Oh,
dog.
Was it really?
Yeah. That's how you spell hot dog.
Hot dog's one word.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Hot dog is one
Hot
word.
dog is not one word.
Oh my god, hot dog is totally one word.
Alex, you own a barbecue restaurant.
I don't think hot dog is one word.
Hot the thing you eat, a hot dog.
It is.
I believe you can spell it that
okay.
way, but it is
I'm
supposed to be
pretty sure
two
hot dog
words.
You are
word.
correct.
Yeah.
There's two words in a one word. Like
Yeah.
it's now.
But it's acceptable.
It is now,
Hot dog.
but-
It's become like,
Like
pop-
if you see it not space on a menu, you're not being. That's
no,
not
of course.
correct.
And
No, you're fine.
that's largely why it has. I think because of that, because
Yeah.
that's typically where you would
That's
see it.
insane though.
But no, it is two words.
Oh.
Chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water. That is the longest email. I just love that so much.
Yeah.
Also,
Um,
I mean, I'm sure, of course, there's an impetus for everything, but like, why did Limp Bizkit pick that? What was the?
Yeah. This is now.
Well,
Limp
chocolate
Bizkit.
starfish
Is
is
an
obviously
asshole.
your butthole.
I know that, but like, why?
That's so cute. He didn't know that.
But like, in the hot dog flavor,
I don't remember
know.
what the hot dog flavored water was.
You guys don't know?
euphemism for anymore. I don't remember. I
Yeah,
just
I
You guys
remember
don't
at the
know?
Time,
At
no.
one point, I knew, but I don't
We're
remember.
not all pastors, Nate. Some of us grow up.
I didn't know you guys.
I've never
no.
known this.
No, I'm that guy that is like, you guys don't know, but he
Oh.
doesn't know.
Oh,
the
you-
Oh,
Did you ever hear the rumor of why Limp Bizkit was called Limp Bizkit?
No.
Really?
No. Listen, I was a teenage fan, meaning I didn't look at any of this.
Whatever they
this,
played on Q101,
this song is good, and I know the lyrics because they were in the liner. You would get the little thing that came out, and I'd read them.
The rumor was that they all had a thing where they had like basically a jack-off contest, and whoever was the last to jizz had to eat the biscuit that they had all come on.
No.
That was the rumor I heard when I was a teenager.
Yeah, I remember that rumor.
No.
That's fair. That's how we had to end our last fantasy football. So I get it.
No.
Pretty typical
That's
male
simple.
ritual.
Pretty typical.
Yeah,
you
you
know.
know.
If you have friends, Nate.
You go to public school.
He's going to public school.
The other thing I watched is the NBA Finals with the Pacers. Have you been watching that?
That's
at all?
not a fucking
Yeah,
movie,
but no,
and
we're
it
not-
barely qualifies as a TV show.
It's really interesting though.
Ugh.
I mean, I love the NBA, but even for me, Nate,
How are they
You've not
doing?
been watching it?
I've been watching the highlights.
How are they
'cause, you know,
doing? How are they doing?
They're behind.
It's
3-2
When's the last game?
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Well, I mean, potentially tomorrow.
They might move it.
Oh, why would no? What?
And then the other show, I'm watching a show.
Let's just let him move on.
It's not a very good show, but I wanted to talk to you about
I'm excited.
it.
You're selling it so far.
Brad,
Yeah.
It's not a very good show.
Called-
We're gonna talk about it.
The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Oh. I heard about this because he was asking Brittany questions.
This is one of the dumbest shows I've ever seen in my life.
Why did you start watching it?
So I'm dating a girl.
A Mormon.
There we go.
Like me.
I'm not dating a Mormon, but I
Okay.
am dating a girl that likes this show, and
Uh-huh.
she admits it's the dumbest show in the world.
Yeah.
Are you dating or are you going on dates?
I'm going on dates. Apparently, I'm going on dates.
I'm dating.
You have a girlfriend.
Alex,
correct.
you have a girlfriend. That's
Yes,
not
I have a
dating.
girlfriend.
Yeah,
You have a girlfriend.
That's right.
because
Nate-
the
Nate-
stages,
Nate
the
has
stages what
been
I
on-
discovered
yeah.
are
Going on dates,
going on dates,
Yeah.
dating.
Uh-huh.
then having a girlfriend.
And then having a girlfriend.
Yeah, I thought if you're going on dates,
Uh-huh.
you're dating.
That's
No,
not
that's
true.
inaccurate.
No, that's
But
inaccurate.
why not, Alex?
Why not? Well, because
So-
there's like a commitment level there.
But it
that
just seems like
hasn't
so
turned
much
out.
extra language to say, hi, this is like, for instance.
Hi. Hi, this is Jessica. We be going on dates.
Yeah, no, literally, I had to introduce her to somebody the other day and said, hi, this is
my friend.
Molly.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they're like, oh, are you, there's that like kind of look. And I'm like, we're just going on dates.
No, that's first of all, there shouldn't have been a look. That person's a fucking asshole.
Yeah, and also
He's like,
there's
this is my
also-
friend Molly. The conversation ends there. I introduced her as a friend. There's no follow up required. Who did this to you?
I'm not gonna
well,
help
if you're
them on that.
introducing people to other people, that's dating. So you're already
Okay,
past that.
so
Yeah.
okay, so then that's what it feels like.
No.
Yeah.
It's context related, Alex. Because if they're walking together on
No,
a
no,
date
no.
and then they ran into a friend of his,
Yeah, that's sort of more
Okay,
was.
but then you
The
wouldn't be
context
like,
might-
But
Yeah.
we're in small community, right?
you
So
might be like,
like
I'm on a date.
Yeah, you'd say
I'm
we're
on a
on
date.
a date. Yeah.
But,
yeah,
but
I'm on a date.
Okay, but
This
if
is
you're
Molly.
on a date, are you not dating them?
no.
Well, I mean, but not in like the Seinfeld meaning of the word.
Yeah.
like in
dating,
the
dating comes with baggage.
You're dating, but you're not. You're on a date, but
Whoa,
you're not dating.
that got heavy real good. Brad, dating comes with baggage. when you go on dates, it's fun, and then you start dating, and it's terrible because there's a lot of bullshit and heavy stuff you have to carry around with each other, and you have to fucking make sure it's all packed right.
He's not wrong.
We just found out a lot about Brad.
So I learned that you're going on dates, which is what, maybe a couple months you go on dates and then you're dating.
Yeah, I mean,
after
like,
that,
yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
and then you date
at
you
least
date
has
for
to-
a couple months, and then you decide whether or not you're going to be a couple.
Yeah, like let me give you an example.
This is
if I
him-
went-
you're so mad about this.
If I was out on a
I
third
just
date,
want to understand the world the way it is.
If
right
I went
now.
out on a third date with somebody, I wouldn't say, "Oh, I'm dating them." I would say I've been
No,
on
you've
some
been on
dates.
like 10 dates.
Once it reaches like definitely double digits, and as you get as close as you get to double digits, even before that, that's when you say, "Okay, so we're dating."
Are you assuming weekend plans?
What do you mean?
Like, are you
I mean,
assuming
like-
that you're
Like
gonna
it's
be doing-
Tuesday. It's Tuesday morning, and you know this weekend's coming up, and you're without.
Oh, we're
talking
gonna hang
to her,
out, for
no,
sure.
but without talking to her, you're gonna. Oh, we're definitely gonna hang out this
Right, like you're assuming weekend plans.
Yeah, so Brad texted me the other day.
Yes or no?
No, let me give you context.
All right.
Brad texted me the other day, said, "Hey, what are you doing Thursday?" And I said, "Let me check with this person first to make sure that we don't have plans."
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
You're dating.
you're dating.
Yeah. You're not going on dates.
Yeah,
you
you're
need
dating.
to talk to this person and read.
We are dating. Is that
Yeah,
right?
you're dating for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're checking, then like, oh, for sure, because then that's a
because
higher priority.
Going on
Yeah.
dates assumes that like, oh, if I'm free, then I will go on that date. Dating assumes, hey, I'm going to make sure we're not doing anything, and then I can go do other things.
Yeah.
But it feels like those saying we're dating is a commitment, right?
Well,
You're
it
making-
is.
It's a
yeah.
step up for sure, but it's
Okay.
not a
But
girlfriend.
what is the
boyfriend thing.
difference though? Okay, so it's not girlfriend or boyfriend. What is it? What is it then?
Dating.
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 What?
Until you-
you can't be like, what is it? It's dating. But
is.
is it like is that
It's
like
dating?
exclusive?
It can be exclusive.
It should
If-
be
yeah,
at
it's-
that
yeah,
point.
Should
dating-
be.
Well, I
dating-
mean, it's 2025. It can be many different things.
Sorry.
Wait, guys.
I apologize. It should be if you guys are both on the same page.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
You need to define the exclusivity of it. Hey,
just don't
we're
understand
dating,
why
but like
if you're going
I'm not
on
dating
dates-
anybody else. Do you want to date other people? You got to figure that out, right?
I just don't understand if you're going on dates with somebody, why not just say that's dating? It doesn't mean you're committed. You're just dating that person.
It's
I'm
just-
just
it's
It's
just-
dating
just,
them.
it's just a colloquialism
Yeah.
that is
Because
coming.
then
It
there'll
makes
be
no
no
sense.
podcast.
It's what Brad said. It's a colloquialism.
What is it?
It's a colloquialism. I've had one drink, so this is not me slurring.
This is-
I can't say that
Just
word.
say-
I love that word. I avoid it because I can't ever fucking get it out. It's a colloquialism, and it just sounds like I'm like colloquialism. I have, do you have something, Ben, do you have something in your throat? No, it's
There's
colloquialism.
a jerk of a freaking syllable
hate
in
it.
that word that I hate.
Colloquialism. Fuck you.
No.
Say it, Brad.
Colloquialism.
Yes, he.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that.
Colloquialism.
There you
I
go,
think you
see?
did it.
See, I just kind of
Yeah, it's just
got to be
casual.
But then also, then when you go from the dating to the girlfriend, the way that I've done it previously has been, hey, the next time that I run into friends of ours, I'm gonna say that my girlfriend, and are you cool
Yeah.
with that? I don't go, do you want me by my girlfriend? Like I don't do that. It's you got to ask somebody, hey, the next time I'm gonna introduce you, can I just say you're my girlfriend? Is that okay with you? That's how I would approach it.
That's 100% exactly.
Yeah, I
the-
just
the move,
assume
yeah.
you just keep on hanging out.
Well, that also is part of it.
Yeah, but
You
do have
should
to,
continue
you
to
have
hang
to-
out.
but you do have to establish that.
You
like,
should establish it.
yeah.
I think.
I just figure you just keep hanging out.
Because I
and if
think
you don't
that-
stop
I-
hanging
I
out,
think
then
it's
one day
important
you'll
to-
get.
Well, I don't know, because like,
I think it's important to establish it only because that's called communication.
yeah.
And
yeah.
as long as you're communicating with each other constantly, then you don't need to define it as long as you're in communication.
Yeah.
I still have an issue with the. I'm going on dates with this person. This is a person I'm going on dates with. Are you dating them? No.
But you got to just get your head off of that and more on the.
I
these-
just don't
there are
like the
stages to
language
things.
of it all.
Yeah.
It's
And
like
that's fine, but it's
so Brad and I mean, if I'm lucky enough to go on dates with Brad,
Oh yeah, we be fucking.
and Brad and I were going on dates, if somebody said, "Are you dating someone?" I would say, "No, I'm going on dates with someone."
Right. But that's because I'm a sensitive soul.
so to kind of throw another wrench in here, if you asked me that question, and like if Brad and I were dating, like going on dates, we had been out like 5 times, right? And
I've already given it up at this point.
and this person that I haven't seen,
That was
and
a couple days.
it's
for
five
you.
it's 5 times in a month, and I haven't seen my other buddy in like 2 months, and he comes up, hey, you dating anybody? I said, yeah, I'm dating this guy named Brad, right? Because in that context, it doesn't matter.
right.
It does because you're not dating them. You're
But
going on
see,
dates.
You have
with
to
them.
you have to understand though. When I go back,
I
to,
might be autistic, by the way.
when I go back to Brad,
'Cause
and
I
I say,
get very
hey,
obsessed
hey,
with
Brad,
this stuff.
we've been. I know we've only been 5 days, but I ran into my friend John, and I told him that we're dating because like that's what you say. Again, communication. That's all it is.
Yeah.
no, but the language matters. So I'm still gonna hold on to that.
Yeah. Thanks for coming to dating with 4 dumb white fucks.
Yeah, that was-
Dumb idiots.
That was fun.
I actually think that was a good.
Thanks,
departure.
Mormon wives,
Yeah.
for that interesting departure.
Yeah, and that's all I've watched.
You know,
so
hey,
do you
Brad,
like dirty soda now? Are you into dirty soda?
Oh my god, dude! Dirty soda is so fucking good.
No, but they did talk about
Is that-
Swig. They
it
did
Swig?
talk about Swig on there, and I
Swig's
felt
big.
I know.
over
I
there,
felt
yeah.
very like.
You were in.
Just
Yeah.
when we were younger,
Like I get this.
Mormons couldn't have soda, right? This is a new
well, it's
thing,
not
right?
that they couldn't have soda. It's a caffeine thing.
It's a caffeine thing.
Right.
But
Okay.
it's
Right.
but it's also
So-
the same kind of thing. Like not all Catholics, observe.
Yeah, I don't care, obviously.
down
Friday
I
boys.
think it's all make-believe. So, sure, drink your fancy sodas. But I think it's great with the dirty soda because, like...
Dirty soda is delicious.
What's dirty soda?
It's so basically, if you take a soda and you're putting some kind of creamer in it,
Why would you do that?
because it's
Because
fucking
they
delicious.
can't have alcohol.
No, honestly, that is
'Cause
why.
they can't.
No,
that's
true.
why.
No, especially in Utah, why places like Swig and stuff like that serve a wide variety of flavored soft drinks are so popular is because they don't.
That is their vice.
Yeah, they don't drink as much. Like they get.
We've got to get a soda.
Man, when I went to Utah with Brad to visit Brittany, I was like, I can find drinks, right?
And he couldn't.
I couldn't.
Yeah, it's just and there was a lot of sweating.
Worst vacation of my fucking life.
You kept having to charter a plane to Vegas.
I'm
He
like,
was like, we can get you to a
I was
close
shaking.
liquor store.
The
no.
good news is I was shaking and they're like, what's that? I go, it's the altitude.
Yeah.
Anyway, I saw, Brad, you'll be proud, I rewatched The Mask.
Nice.
Dude, I haven't seen The Mask in 20 years.
Smoking.
I saw a clip of that the other day.
My God.
And I will tell you this: when I was a youth,
Yeah. 2 Utes.
Cameron Diaz woke things up in
Yes.
that film.
Yeah.
So we went on a big tangent
My
in the Slash
God.
film Slack today that ended up talking about Cameron Diaz in the.
I'm
The Mask.
sorry, but
Ooh, probably don't want lawyers
again,
to get a hold of that.
No. Actually, you know what's funny is it was a gay woman who brought it up first. Said, "Oh, Cameron Diaz in The Mask was an awakening for me," and I was like, "Yup."
I mean, so I obviously haven't seen it in 20 years, and I'm not clearly want to be very careful about objectifying women here, but I truly forgot how she came onto the scene.
Oh yeah,
Because like later on, I mean, something about Mary, and she's very pretty, but I don't remember
where something came out of the scene.
Oh,
all right.
calm down. I just forgot how striking and model hot, like just perfect, whatever,
Unbelievable.
10 out of 10, whatever.
It was like
was
one of those
just,
people
what?
that very rarely, but they come to the scene. You're going, that is a
movie star.
That is
Yeah.
a genuine
like a
star.
Yeah.
like you're just in awe of them.
Yeah,
right.
it took me back. I was like, they pan up, they do the whole thing with
Yeah.
the red dress, and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot how
It really
wonderfully pretty she like.
And
she-
Ben, why is your hand in your pants? What?
Give me my mask. Give me my mask. What the other things that I forgot about this film are, of course, you remember Jim Carrey being very good in it as far as rubber face and things like that, but the meta talk to camera stuff and the real cartoony stuff, it was lost on me as a kid.
Yeah.
The fact that they're drawing from so many real cartoons and things of that nature, even though they're really putting it out there with like he watches the cigar smoking gangster wolf or whatever, and that's part of it. But the other pull-ins from different genres and things like that, where he's doing these incredible spit takes and all this other stuff, it was so fun to just re-explore that, because you forget where he started again, like with Ace Ventura, with The Mask. He is such a rubberized character, and he can just do whatever he wants with his body. He was so fucking good in this movie. I was still blown away by it.
It's incredible. It really is. He showed his range as a cartoon, basically. And it's awesome.
And it's a vehicle for him to do that. So the plot again is like whatever. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But my goodness, what a fun movie to watch.
It really is. He's so good in it. Cameron Diaz is a lot of fun in it. And plus we also have a great scene with swing music that came back.
Yeah, Cherry Poppin' Daddies was,
that was them.
really, really, really the name of that band.
It was. It sure was.
They were
Ben.
daddies that pop cherries.
Oh,
That's a fun thing to say out loud in the 90s and ask your mom what it means.
And honestly, I don't remember any conversation about it either. Like,
No, I was like, hey, here's a new one by the Cherry Poppin' Daddies. I was like, that's a band name. Moving on. It's honestly like collectively we're like, let's not talk about
Yep, just gonna happen. It's gonna happen now.
it. Yeah.
Love swingers.
No, not swingers. Swing music.
Yeah, but that was the same. Like,
Here's a new one
Deal.
from the Hyman Bustin' Papas.
Oh my God, gross.
I'm having deja vu. Have we done this bit before?
I don't think so.
I think that we've done this where we tried to come up with other like Hyman Bustin' Papas and like fathers taking virginity or something.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure that we've done this before.
Interesting. No.
Hey, listeners, if we've done this before and you've got a better memory than us, please comment. Yeah, this is old as shit. We've already heard this before, because I swear to God, I'm having a
we
moment.
get it.
I'm having a senior moment here.
All your moments are senior these
Well,
days.
I'm a Cherry Papa Daddy. Okay, you know what? Let's cut that. Let's cut that. I don't cut that. I want to
no,
cut that.
it stays.
Yeah.
Damn it, son of a bitch.
Staying in.
All right, so I saw The Mask.
He's been popping cherries.
Hey, ChatGPT, where's the nearest place I can pop my cherry? Locating different places you can pop your cherry.
Fucking pop my cherry. Oh my god, that's gross.
Here's a brothel down the road that has 4.2 stars out of 100.
I don't know what accent you're doing now.
It's an Irish brogue.
Like
It's a mix between Hagrid.
You're like Boston Hagrid.
Boston Hagrid. You're a wizard. Get over it. Anyway, I also watched a movie that I was assigned.
How long ago?
Evita?
I watched The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
That's not from the Notre Dame yet.
Truth is I never left you.
And I don't know the rest.
All
Anyway.
through my wild days.
Oh, boy. We're still going.
Existence.
And Alex has joined in.
I kept my promise.
Okay, I think we're going to stop.
Don't keep your
Oh, my God.
distance.
You don't know these words?
Sorry, you don't like
Evita
classics.
was
By the
a
way-
hit pop song on the radio when
Also-
the movie came out.
The three of us knew that song. You didn't. You're the weird
Yeah,
one.
it totally. You were the weird one.
Yeah, don't make us feel weird
You know
because
what?
we know this main song from Evita.
I am absolutely going to push back and say you three this is a microcosm of the population. If we go outside this room, you guys are the fucking weird ones. I promise you.
Nope.
Not
I'm
even
gonna
close.
guess everyone that listens to this
there was a
podcast
dance
is
remix of
singing.
that song that played on the radio all the time.
Evita.
Unbelievable.
Anyway, I did see Evita. I saw The Hunchback of Notre Dame, the animated movie that Nate gave me 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I watched it with the boys, and we had a great time
I
watching
like
it.
this film.
It's good. It also, I mean, they
By
gotta wait.
By the way, careful what you say.
Yeah.
I know what you said in our chat thread.
No, stop it. They got away. I think with like there's some hardcore stuff that like they just.
It's a heavy film.
It's heavy, honestly. Quasimodo obviously is,
Broken.
a hunchback, and so they throw food at him and they prevent him and stuff. But it's not bullying. They're committing crimes on this man. It's just
No,
Disney.
that
I'm
is
going,
the story.
I know,
they
but
were
like,
very faithful to the story.
I could not believe what Disney did to the
It is-
hunchback.
it is one of those
They didn't
things
soften
where-
it at all.
where people are like,
How was you supposed to treat ugly fucks, huh?
That was like the one summer that some guy took over Disney. But no, fuck this guy. This Uggo, this fucking piece of shit. Okay, I read the book. I had my assistant read the book. He told me what happened. So here's what we do. Okay, authentic. Okay, you fucking fuck this fuck up. Okay, that's what it felt like though. It was I was like a little cringy. Like they are just
there
they're
are people
punching
that
down
won't
so
let their
hard.
kids watch this because
Yeah,
it is so
thanks,
hard.
Nate,
Yeah.
for the heads up because I don't know that I want to make my kids watch. No, I'm just joking. It wasn't that bad, but it was pretty jarring. Honestly,
Yeah, no, it's very good though.
it's great. It's a great.
Hey, Quasimodo, what's wrong with your tiny cock?
You hunch, bitch. That's fun.
All right.
I got
Well,
it.
thanks so much for listening.
Bye, everybody.
Ben, how would you bully Quasimodo?
But yeah, let's go around the room. How would you individually bully Quasimodo if it's 2025 and he doesn't have a hunchback and he's just a guy named Ron that I don't like?
Yeah.
I need,
The hunchback's a big part of it, though.
no, for me though, it's not because I don't like Ron.
Oh, no, I just wouldn't have fun.
Ron is one of the kid's friends that I hate.
Oh,
He's 8.
I need the hunchback for fun.
He's got a hunchback.
Good.
What would you do?
I'd say, hey, nice bus.
What?
Because of the hunch on the back.
Looks like a bus?
Yeah, it's big.
Okay, well, we're moving on.
I'm sorry. It's not good enough for you?
Not even slightly.
What did you expect?
Something better.
Wow.
You're a talented person when it comes to insults, and I was expecting more than that. Anyway,
Hey, you guys.
that's sloth,
Same difference.
but that would be bullying him.
yeah.
And these days, you're right. It would be okay. You a little bit of redemption there. Anyway, I am out of movies. That's it. It's been
Cool,
It's been
man.
months, and I watched a lot of shows that I'm not going to get into.
You like that one with Owen Wilson?
Stick is good.
Stick is good.
Yeah, I like
Is that
Stick.
about hockey?
No, it's about golf
It's about golf.
and life.
Yeah, Owen Wilson plays a washed up
It's on Apple, is it?
golfer,
Yeah.
professional golfer.
TV
The
Plus.
thing I like about this,
It's on Apple,
Is-
isn't it?
he's on a redemption arc. So he finds a kid that's really good at swinging a golf club, and he wants to mentor him. And you can tell that he was very successful about 10 years ago on the PGA Tour, so he had a lot of fancy things. Now they're just 10 years old. So like he had a brand new Corvette, now it's just rusted out, and he still drives it. So like that's the kind of narrative that his life is. It's all falling apart, but he still got all these remnants of his old life, but they're all just shit now.
You identify
And
with
I
that?
really, yeah, I do a lot. This house sucks. So
In-ground pool.
in-ground pool is
Yeah.
falling apart. It's like, oh, you got a pool? Yeah, fuck you. Take it over.
Fucking 3D printers all over the place.
Listen, we're trying, okay?
New doorknobs.
Dude, I need new fucking doorknobs. Anyway, Stick is a good show. I like that a lot.
And you like this one better than Ted Lasso? and Shrinking?
No.
What was that?
Whoa,
Gargles?
Wookie no. That's a
Jesus
real
Christ.
no. It's a Wookie no.
No. Whoa, I can do it.
Yeah.
On command. Cool.
So
do that
Eddie
in-
Vedder.
That was more like Underwater Man.
Aquaman.
Aquaman. Yeah,
Close
fine,
enough.
Aquaman. Anyway. Yeah, so trailer time, buddy.
Well, no.
Yes, that's what we do.
Nate, you assigned me a movie a little while back.
That you
didn't
forgot to
it.
watch.
Nobody watches my movies.
That's not true.
I did. I watched it was a month later, but I watched it.
What did I send you?
You assigned me Reality Bites.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
you think?
yeah.
Yeah, this is a movie that I
Very 90s film.
yeah, one of those very 90s movies that I somehow hadn't seen yet. I just kind of never got around to it. And it's a
Directed by Zoolander.
this movie rocks. It's exactly the kind of movie I would like to see come out of the 90s, you know, a little bit coming of age, you know, a little bit alternative. And great cast, you know, Winona Ryder, Janine Garofalo, Steve Zahn, Ben Stiller himself.
Who directed this film? Ben
Yes,
Stiller.
of course he did, because he's a good filmmaker.
He is a good filmmaker.
Yeah, no, this was great. Yeah, it just fits right in with the vibe of movies like Clerks and Clueless and, you know, all that stuff.
Do you feel like they're making these films right now?
I think that movies like this are
I love these types of films, but I
Yeah.
don't know if it's because I grew up in the 90s, and so, like, they're nostalgic for me.
no,
but-
movies like this are a little harder to come by nowadays. You know, they either go to streaming or they're like indie movies that end up getting just a limited release,
And I
you
feel like
discover
when
them later.
when they go to streaming, they're not invested in as well sometimes.
Yeah.
And so they, you know, because these films you can do very cheaply and make them Hallmarky.
Yeah.
Or you can do them a little bit better with a decent director that has a vision like Ben Stiller and make them good.
Yeah.
And this is a good film, I think.
For sure. I just think that the ultimate lesson of the movie, the Reality Bites.
really sucks.
No, I was glad you got to
Bad.
see this because this is a fun 90s movie for me, and I really, really enjoy watching it. And it also shows, again, the talent of Ben Stiller, who obviously he's got Severance now, which I think is, like, you know, universally acclaimed.
Yeah.
So everyone knows how talented he is, but I don't think that everyone remembers always how talented
Have
he
you
is.
seen Empire Records?
Yeah, and I hated it.
Yeah, which I love Empire Records.
So did you-
love it?
So I always have those two films locked in my brain, even though they're not
No, they're
the
not
same
similar
movie
but
at all. But like that genre, that era, I guess.
It's a similar vibe.
Yeah.
I love that era. of
Empire
film.
Records is a little more, I think, chaotic and doesn't have necessarily. It's a little more of a comedically driven
Yeah, sure.
story.
It's sillier.
And then
Yeah.
where in the pantheon then of those type of movies does like something like High Fidelity rank for you?
It's in there.
Yeah, High Fidelity is definitely up there. I think it's more along the lines of Reality Bites than it is
Yeah.
Empire Records.
Empire
Out of
Records.
the three, I like High Fidelity the best.
Because the Empire Records has this kind of like,
But you don't like Empire Records. I love Empire.
yeah, I
Records.
don't like Empire Records. It has this teen energy about it.
Yeah,
but
that's
like,
why I like it. I like coming of age stories.
I just didn't connect with the comedy, and like I didn't.
You know who I
didn't
connect
like
with?
the characters.
You know who I connected with? Liv Tyler.
Yeah, of course you did. You pervert.
Why don't you like Liv Tyler?
I didn't say I didn't like Liv Tyler.
Well, then you didn't connect with her like I did.
That's gross, Nate.
Or Rex Manning.
Well,
Oh, it's Rex Manning Day.
Yeah, see, I hate that even more now that I hate the movie.
Why?
'Cause everyone's oh, it's Rex Manning Day. Fuck you.
Whoa. My
And
goodness.
your
You could-
shitty '90s movie.
My goodness.
You're an angry elf.
You're an angry elf.
But yeah, Reality Bites, Aces,
So you do like that better than
Empire Records. Yeah, I'd rather take a stinky shit on my shoes
Wow.
than watch
You're
Empire Records again.
so aggressive.
All right.
I guess we'll just talk about the trailers.
Brad,
and-
Ben,
Jesus
it's
Christ.
time for you to sing.
It's time for Ben to sing the song for trailers.
Trailers. That's good. So
Go.
let's talk about the trailers.
Do it.
Do what?
Do it.
Give me a second. You're probably going to have to timestamp this because I got to think of one. You fucking hate this and whatever.
Remember that song we sang earlier
No. What song did we sing earlier?
from Evita?
But he doesn't know that song.
I don't know that
so-
song, but yeah.
But we talked about Limp Bizkit earlier. Just saying.
Keep
Rolling. Trailers.
Come on!
Rolling. Trailers. Rolling. Trailers.
He was just starting to do the names. He was going
I was going to do all of them.
Yeah.
I was going to do all of them. And then I stopped myself and said, no, Brad doesn't like when I do all the names. So out of respect, I stopped.
Okay.
All right. What kind of trailers do we have tonight?
We got spicy and meat.
A spicy meatball.
We watched 2 trailers.
We did. One of them is hilarious, and the other one is the Naked Gun. Do you like it?
We watched the full trailer for The Naked Gun.
We did. We were very excited after we saw the teaser trailer, which had just one of the best jokes ever seen in a teaser trailer like that. And this one is the longer version that kind of gives us a little more idea of like the setup of the characters and the universe and that kind of thing, which if you know the Naked Gun, you come to expect it. But it does feel like it has a little bit of a slightly different humor flair, although it still has the stupid spoof humor as well. What did you guys think of this trailer?
I was not crazy about this trailer
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
This did not get. I was actually very excited after the teaser trailer.
I was, and this is
and I watched
kind
this
of
and
a
like,
letdown.
oh no.
So
this looks like a direct release to Peacock.
No.
No.
It
So
doesn't look that bad.
I don't.
It
think,
does. It does.
I don't think the movie looks bad because of this. I think that this is a poorly cut trailer, honestly.
And that could be,
But
but
right now we
the
need good
job-
trailers
The job of
for
the
this
trailer is to influence me to watch the movie, and
sure.
And watching that, I don't want to watch this film as much as I did before.
Yeah, it's it doesn't. If something feels off about it, but I do like a lot of the jokes in the trailer.
Right,
though.
but like I think you're right though. It's not. Alex, what did you think?
Yeah, I think the same. I think that it just doesn't feel
Good.
right.
No, that's
Yeah,
good.
Like it doesn't feel
That's fine.
like it doesn't feel right.
I think
Like,
it's
there's
hard
just
to
a-
give a movie that is a spoof momentum in comedy without doing what they did here, which is have a bad trailer that can only show you like random bits, but not really give you like a better vibe of like how the movie is going to play with the jokes just following them. You
Well,
know, if that
there's a
makes
way
sense.
to do it though. Like it's just.
I mean, I don't know.
It was not a good trailer.
I didn't think all. I mean, like, it was also maybe like 50-50 on these are good jokes too. Like,
Yeah,
there were
I agree
two,
with you.
There were like
Yep.
2 fart jokes. There was like an extended he's gonna poop his pants scene. Like, oh, good,
And it-
pants pooping. That's gonna get
really
me
moving the
going.
needle.
There's gonna be some fun stuff about self-driving cars. That looks like it's gonna be both topical and hilarious.
I like a good poop joke.
No, but I agree.
I really don't like a good poop joke, and that wasn't a good poop
I liked
joke.
a good poop joke like 25 to 30 years ago
No,
when
no,
I
Yeah.
was a
no,
teenager.
no. You know what? The last time I really did see a good poop joke was in A Million Ways to Die in that West when
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
grabbed him for the hat.
Right.
That's a good poop joke.
That's a good
It
poop
is.
joke.
But it's not about the poop. It's
Bridesmaids.
about the hat.
Bridesmaids.
Bridesmaid, but that's not about the poop. It's about the sink in the context, right?
Yeah.
More just like
This
look at
was
how
just like
outrageous
they're
this
gonna
is.
poop their pants.
No,
But also I like the framework that sets it up though. Is I like him having a chili dog, having the problem, and then forgetting. Oh fuck! I just did I did it again.
I just feel like you better not.
Shut up,
just,
Alex.
No, Alex. I'm
You don't
with
even watch comedies anymore. All you do is just sit and jack off.
You said you liked those biscuits.
Here. I'm on your side here, Alex, because what I'm afraid of is they're just
I also like
Yeah.
the biscuits.
Here comes Sweatpants with his opinion.
where they're gonna.
Oh, now we're talking
just
about outfits.
judging my sweatpants.
Buy a new shirt once every 17 years.
Listen
Look who's talking Club Bouncer black shirt subscription.
They're new though. That is the most faded fucking thing I've ever seen. You
Oh,
wear.
I'm sorry that I don't waste my money on the same T-shirt.
Sometimes they wear out. But I'm afraid that they're going to just recreate too much of the original film, and I think they need to modernize that type of humor.
I don't
for
think there
today.
were any poop jokes in the Naked Gun movies.
I don't know.
There's some toilet in here.
There's no There's no poop joke.
There
No,
could
there
be,
is.
but you
There's
still
certainly
need
not
to
an extended
modernize.
bit where Frank Drebin might poop his pants, and we're all supposed to be like, "Oh, is he pooping his pants?" Guys, isn't it funny? Pants pooping. Like,
No, there's.
I'm
you,
40.
you go back and watch Naked Gun. There's definitely jokes that are on par with
40.
this.
I don't know. I am less excited about this now than I was before.
You know what? I'm less excited about your attitude and how future episodes of this podcast are going to go.
The naked.
feel
the
like-
Stop
naked,
trying to make this thing happen.
Stop trying to make this about you.
Stop trying to make poop happen.
the Naked Gun
You guys
with
poop
Leslie
every day?
Nielsen. Yeah, for sure. In the
Yes.
morning, it's the first thing I do,
Me
Yeah,
too.
you gotta wake up, take a shit.
Really?
and then I shower, and then
Yeah.
I'm good to go.
Wake up, drop a deuce.
Yep.
Wipe the ass.
And then shower?
Then shower.
Yeah, in the
Nope.
shower.
Oh.
No.
Then go
right in
back
the
to
shower.
bed.
Go to bed. Wake up.
Eat pizza
shit
in the
again,
bed. Shit one more time.
Wipe your ass.
Sweat a lot. Put the same pair of underwear on for the third day in a row because I don't like to buy new stuff, as I have just established.
No, I just don't buy 12 of the same underwear. Actually, it makes more sense with underwear.
Yeah, we're the one
Fucking
thing
weird.
that, like,
That's fucking weird.
I mean, I have.
I
Like,
have two pairs I wash.
I wear briefs on Monday. I wear boxers on Tuesday.
And guess what? Hey, Wednesday, back to briefs.
but on Friday, it's Teabag Day, y'all.
Bro, Friday I don't use water, so I just decided to go commando, so I don't have
Yeah.
to wash nothing.
Saturday, they're crotchless.
What are we doing?
Jersey guys in their underwear.
Oh, hey, oh.
Well, that was for the Naked Gun. Coming in August. I'm still excited.
The rest of us aren't.
I trust Keeve. That's all I gotta say.
Speaking of trusting directors, we trust James Gunn.
Yes.
And so this iteration of the next trailer, Superman, we are cautiously optimistic. I am cautiously
I'm not
optimistic.
cautiously. I am over the moon.
I am
optimistic
3
about
sheets
this.
to the wind.
I am
Excited.
so excited about this film. I don't know how you guys aren't excited about this film.
It's not that I'm not excited. I'm actually more excited now than I was before. I think this trailer really shows off a cool comic book universe portrayed in a way that we really haven't seen before.
Love James Gunn. I'm actually excited to see what David Cornsweet does here. Rachel Brosnahan is fantastic. This just looks great. I love the world. We talked about this before the podcast. If anybody can build a world that is compelling to see,
It's Jesus.
that and James Gunn.
Jesus and I've said it forever.
Yeah.
Jesus and James Gunn.
They're brothers. The Gunn brothers.
World builders.
Jesus Gunn.
And I'm excited about this because I want DC to, I want them to succeed, and Marvel doesn't seem to be catching. I like Thunderbolts a lot, but Marvel seems to have a little bit of
Another
identity
one that I haven't
crisis.
seen.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
I have
Thunderbolts
not
is
seen-
really
I haven't-
good.
You know
I
what?
haven't seen a movie since so long.
I just gotta quit my job.
Yeah, you're always down here printing, podcasting with
Stop
your friends.
printing stuff.
I
Yeah.
never see my kids anymore.
Always triple
Not-
printing.
Alex, you
Quad. Yeah, I got triples of the coop, or what is it? Triples of the.
Triples of the Barracuda.
I got triples of the
Triples of the
Barracuda.
Pinot.
Trips is best.
Triples of Alex, you have a boner for comic books.
I do.
What's your take on Superman? Because I know that you do have an affinity for Superman.
I do. I'm super excited. I really am. It looks.
Say
Thanks,
it.
Alex.
Did you do
Thank
that?
you, Alex.
World's
Thank
greatest
you.
detective.
Super
It's okay.
Yeah.
excited.
You don't have to
Super
be a
excited.
douche and be like, I'm kind of cautiously excited. It's okay to get excited about films.
Yeah, I think
First of all, hold on a second.
Nate, you just
Hold on, no,
Nate,
hold
you look like you just went on a cookie binge.
you do kind of have a cookie binge
Hold
look.
on,
It's like
hold on.
sugar high.
You literally just said what I said, and he said you don't need to be a douche. Be like I'm cautiously. That's a direct quote
I'm not
from
cautiously.
me.
I'm not.
But you
Cautious.
call me a douchebag.
No, a douche that says I'm cautiously upset.
That's what I said, though. I said I'm cautiously
I
optimistic.
didn't
You call
call
me a
you
douche.
It's a
You're,
pretty-
you're taking that on yourself to say
That's-
you're that douche.
That's a direct attack.
Are you that douche?
You literally just called me a douche.
No, I said a douche that would say cautiously.
But I said cautiously optimistic.
Yeah, you're the
by
one
the
though that's
transitive property?
you're the one that's claiming you're that douche.
If you would have said you're not that kind of douchebag that says cautiously optimistic, and then I said I'm cautiously optimistic, I would agree with you.
Yeah.
But I said it first, and therefore you're calling me a douche.
But here's the thing: is I didn't necessarily mean you. I meant Brad, because Brad has been very negative about these things. He's like, I don't know. And there's a lot of reason to get excited, and I like that Alex is excited. That's all.
Yeah, super excited. I like earnest superheroes. I famously don't like the like what if Superman was bad concept, The Boys and stuff like that. Doesn't do it for me.
Yep.
So like Superman as like a Paragon is exciting. A Superman whose dad doesn't tell him to not save people. Exciting.
And a Superman who's fun.
A Superman who's
The
fun.
world is dark enough as it is, right?
Exactly.
Give me
Yeah.
something to enter
yeah,
that's
like I,
good.
Yeah, and he has a dog. Who doesn't want to see Crypto the
that's what I
Super
say.
Dog? Like,
Yeah.
I'm on
Real
board.
quick.
I don't
I
know why
like-
Brian Ben won't get there, but
I like
am with you.
Superman's attitude as like a person, like that moment
Yep.
where Mr. Terrific he's like, what are you doing? Stop messing around. He's like, I'm not messing around. I'm doing important stuff.
Real quick, what's a paragon?
Yeah.
Like a supreme example.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think that's where James Gunn is going
He
to-
said it. I just didn't know what it was.
That's where James Gunn is going to humanize Superman, I think, in a way that's really going to be
I think so
helpful.
too. I think that it's going to be. Yeah, I am excited. I was always excited when James Gunn got attached, and I've only gotten more excited. I think
I agree.
he knows like the good tiny stuff to take, like Crypto the
Yes.
Superdog, Mr.
Yep.
Terrific. Like, like the little things that like normally like that legitimize the whole thing. Like,
Yep.
okay, like I trust you because you did that part right.
But also, I think he's going to do a good job of actually building a world where there is a contemporary issue, right?
Yeah.
Whereas Superman's struggling with, in the early trailers, he talks about, like, I saved everyone. And they're still saying, yeah, but you didn't necessarily go through the channels to do that, right? Like,
He's like,
and-
what's the point? I saved people.
Yeah, exactly. And the this idea that there's a utilitarian like goodness to him to say, yeah, but I did the good thing, and that's all that matters. I did the good thing.
Yeah.
And I think James Gunn is really good at also being philosophical and also being fun. Like he can
Yeah.
do some good stuff there. And I think,
I also like to point out that Ben decided to complain when the trailer first started because the building didn't break in half when Superman grabbed
So listen,
it.
Superman.
but you
grabs the
don't know how
building,
much rebar is in that.
and-
I
no,
told you
he's
that.
got- he's a-
Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, who do you trust? Do you trust your own jack-off opinions? Or do you trust Nate, son of the Concrete Man?
All I'm saying is a brace point that is 2 feet wide on a building that is falling down
A building that might have a crap load of rebar.
with a bunch of debris already falling off it. That's just going to collapse around him. It's
You
not.
don't know
He's
that.
not
You
going
don't know that. You
This
don't
could have been like
I'm just saying.
I mean, if this is Metropolis, then they've built this building under the assumption it's probably going to get knocked down.
Yeah,
So
exactly. This
it's
is
like,
Metropolis. What do we know?
like they.
It would be amazing.
Also,
you
there's
don't know
nothing-
the building codes.
There's nothing that says part of Superman's superpowers is the ability to evenly distribute
Oh, I like where you're going
the
with
properties
this.
of physics in
don't,
a way.
I don't like that. What I like is I like a pitch meeting that like is happening in the foreground of that battle, where it is literally a design firm for a building contractor, and, like,
Yeah.
and as you know, we have to design these things for Superman, so we can
Or
save
like
the day. And then you got a model falling over, and it's like, no, don't do it that way; it'll fall around him. But if you do it this way, it'll.
Or
Like
like,
every building, like every 5 floors, there's big yellow handprints, and that's where Superman
He
can
knows
catch
where
the
to get
building.
it.
It's like it'll be okay.
Superman. Now I know you're not a structural engineer, see, but I am, and here's where you put your hands.
like there's a series
and I'll
for
tell you, it's not on my wife
what? Why do you ruin
Why?
everything?
Why?
because the guy's a weirdo.
I like that. I like that so much. Where it's like, here, put your hands here. See.
I like how your architect is an old timey news broadcaster.
Of course he is. Oh man. Oh, you remember the ones that pre-engineered before 1939, before Superman? Oh no, those are all falling down.
But yeah, he was complaining.
I was poking fun.
Doesn't sound fun when you say it with such attitude,
Okay, well, you know what? I'm just trying to be
especially
light.
after Papa's had a few drinks.
All right, friends, let us know what you think. Let us know what you think of these trailers in the comments.
Yeah, are you
We'd love
guys
to
gonna
hear
go
from
see
you.
Superman in theaters? Text us at 555-2525. Enter yourself into the concert to see Superman fly through the sun.
Wow.
Sorry, I went on a tangent.
Don't worry, I'm gonna walk upstairs and be like, "Hey, you know, I was a cherry popping daddy." That's just, what are you doing? Are you drunk again?
riots.
Right. Why didn't you do the fucking trailer song today, you idiot?
fucking trailer time.
This is significantly
Show
musical
me some
episode.
shows and movies.
Watch some teasers of films.
Yeah, that's you're better than me.
I know.
Well, we did it, guys. We got through another episode of Go Flix.
The 250th episode.
250, guys.
Alex was here.
Alex
I
was
was.
here.
I was here at the 50th and the 250th, probably the 150th.
Hey, we'll have you back at 450.
I can't wait.
But 350, we're getting somebody else.
Nate, how'd you think this episode went?
It was fine. Like it was like I think it was it was a good one. Like I think for free content for our listeners, it's a good free content.
Yeah, this is free.
I like that. That's the sales pitch. Hey, by the way, it's not good, but it's free.
Yeah, who's complaining on free
paying,
content?
Nobody's paying for
You don't have to listen to this.
I said, "Hey, Dad, we got a 250th coming up," and he goes, "You're still doing that."
You know what was the good joke?
Hurtful.
Actually, I bet this is probably why you think that whole trailer was good. Was that O.J. Simpson joke? That was a good joke. That was
in the
maybe
teaser.
the only. That
Well,
was
that's in the teaser.
It was in the teaser, and that's why we were like super excited for it. 'Cause that's great. It's meta. It's perfect. And then when you just don't have that same joke anymore, or that's the only thing that's still funny.
Like, did you guys not pay attention when he pulled the chargers out with the car because it didn't stop?
Yes, that was. That's
and then
that's classic Frank Drebin, though.
And then the prisoners got out.
Yeah, that's classic Frank Drebin.
That bit though is a classic kind of. I agree
but,
that's what.
But he's not Frank Drebin.
He's
Frank
Drebin's son.
So now I'm back on Brad's side.
Yeah, it's a legacy.
Well, you're Tim Konowitz's son.
Yeah, no, we've gotten so much.
And his
closer.
kids never see him because he's too busy in the basement.
Yeah, I got to go upstairs and
jack off.
Tuck my child in. Jesus.
Well, that's what you call it now.
Oh, that got awfully weird.
Pook.
No.
All right, get us out of this, Ben. Get us out of this,
guys. I am. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Nah, cheating, eh?